Hey, so I wanted to come on record here to talk about something that happened very recently to me, or new. Last month, at the new job, I had a huge mental health issue. There were some coworkers that annoyed me. They were like really great coworkers, a lot, but there were like 4 or 3 out of the other 10 that really annoyed me, and it really picked at my anxiety, my social anxiety. And when you have it that bad, it gets really, really hard to work when you have coworkers that annoy you, that pick on you. And there were really great coworkers that I loved. There was they were awesome. One of them was a great mentor. I have to give a shout out to her, and she was an amazing coworker to work with. To talk to go to for advice, to help. But there were like 4 that out of the other 10 that were really at my heels, and I had a lot of mental health, anxiety, depression. There were a lot of anxiety attacks going on at my home. I would go home and I want to punch something, but like punch my punch bag. But sadly, I was so tired and so exhausted, I couldn't punch in my punching bag. And I lost a lot of hair because I kept picking at it, because there were times where there were nothing else to do, and one of the coworkers that annoyed me really picked at me, so I would just. It got really bad to a point where I had negative thoughts. And when you have negative thoughts, you go to your job coach. And I had a good job coach, and I told him, and he said, "Corey, listen, they're just thoughts. They're just thoughts, right?" And I said, "Yeah." "Then just keep doing what you're doing." I said, "Okay." Month later, when you tell your job coach that you're having negative thoughts, that should be their instinct to be like, okay, obviously, he cannot be around these coworkers if it's hurting his mental health and anxiety. He did not do that. Instead, he went to me and said, "Corey, they're just thoughts." And that's all I keep helping myself do. But at a time when there is school shootings, multiple shootings going on, there was even a guy that, the Texas shooting that happened earlier this year, there were signs and no one did anything. I did something for myself. I went to him and told him I had negative thoughts and I really need help. I really need help. He did nothing. That's an issue. When you have negative thoughts, when you have thoughts against yourself, thoughts on others, you should go to someone. And when you go to someone and tell them, they should work on saying, okay, what does Corey need? My mom even told me they should have sat down together and said, okay, what does Corey need? They did not do that. Absolutely not. And I told my therapist, all my issues, except I don't know much about mental health, the anxiety, but she knew I had problems, and I thought me going to him, my job coach, it would have helped, but it didn't. This is what happens when the people that are supposed to help you do nothing. And I got sent to a mental institution to be examined. I didn't hurt anybody. I just opened up to my issues, and they said, okay, and that's the evaluation. When you say you have thoughts of hurting someone and all that, they send you to the mental institution to get examined. And honestly, it wasn't that bad. I had to wait a long, hot hours to get examined, because there were times where I got examined, I got my shot. I'm in the psych ward. Okay, I'm just waiting for the doctor, and I'm like, but I finally arrived. He finally arrived, and he said he's fine. That's what he said to me. He said to my parents. I told him my thoughts. I told him exactly what I told the job coach, and I just feel like to fail the system. And he's like, he's fine. He's just really pissed. He's just really frustrated how the people are treating him. He's just really frustrated. He's not going to hurt anyone. So for those of you who are scared and worried about going into a psych or a mental institution, it's honestly not that bad, unless you're really terrified of needles and scared of shots, and I understand. But I had a lot of problems, and this is what happens when the people you go to for help and they do nothing. My counselor did a lot of work on me, and she was fantastic. She has really helped me through my mental health and my anxiety. But I'm telling you guys, if you go to someone you need help and they don't help anyone, or they don't help you, or if you don't feel like they're not helping you, go to your parents, go to your mom and dad, go to your caretaker, the person who adopted you, whatever. If you need help, get the help you need. And if you feel like you're not, getting help you need, speak out. Talk about it, please. I really advise you. I just had a lot of negative thoughts, and I needed help. And the two people that I told that bother the coworkers that bothered me, they did nothing. I said, Corey, this is the job world. You need to do this. There's something really wrong with this picture if you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Please, if you or someone or a loved one needs help and goes help, please go get the help you need. Please, and speak out. Come forward, go to a counselor, go to a therapist. I go to a counselor. Counselors to me are more better. She's awesome. Therapist, she's awesome. Trust me, they are really good if you really go to the best and you really look and dig and do your research. Do your research and get into the help. Please. Thank you. And now I'm just being a full-time streamer. I'm doing my YouTube channel. I got my setup. I got my friend Noelle, who has been a really great support on me. She's been a really great help. Her dad's a great help on me, talking to me. My mom is awesome. I really love her. She's been fantastic through my mental health issues. She's really stood up. She's the one who stood up and said, there is something wrong here. My son, trust me, she was, when you deal with a mama bear who has 4 medical degrees and counselor and college degrees, you are screwed. I really had the best mom. I love my mom. My mom has worked in the medical field, worked in the field of people who have disabilities, mental illness, has really been a great support for people who have helped. And now she's retired, and she's going into painting due to her loss of If you guys don't know, her boyfriend died, beloved boyfriend Gino. So yeah, I really hope you guys go get the help you need, and really dig and do your research. That's most important. Thank you. This is your Corey Dreamer, signing off.